Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to share the most lucrative skill you can learn in 2024 to quit your job and just literally create money from your laptop, be able to go live wherever the heck you want. That's what I've been able to do in just a couple months. It's crazy because it was 3 years. Since I was 19 years old, I've been trying to figure out how to be successful. It's been like this journey of I've tried dropshipping, e-commerce, online marketing. I was just I just hated my job. So I was so eager to do anything that would allow me to work for myself. And it wasn't until a couple months ago that I even discovered this skill that has now allowed me to completely quit my job, be able to automate my income, be able to travel the world, travel the country mostly. I've traveled to one other country. So travel the world soon. But yeah, this skill, it's crazy how long it took me to discover it. You guys might already know it, but I don't know why more people don't know about this skill. So if you look at any kind of business, right, there's a lot of skills. There's, the skill of, you could be a musician, you could be a graphic designer, you could be a video editor. Those skills don't directly make you money. They're great skills, they're monetizable, but they're not directly making you money because it takes something to put that skill in front of someone to actually give you the money, right? So we're going to be talking about that skill that puts a product in front of a person. Because think about it. If you have this skill of being able to put products in front of people, get them to make a sale, you have something that every business wants. You now have a very, very valuable skill. I would argue the most valuable skill you could have. And so this is something that if you learn it, you will never have to worry about money because it applies to everything. You will always be valuable. And there's a disproportionate amount of people that actually know how to do this thing and the amount of businesses that need it. So it's something that is very, very lucrative and very, very valuable. I'm not going to say those words again because I've already said them twice. But, okay, so I'm not talking about sales. Sales is also a very valuable skill, and I believe if you learn sales, you have an incredibly scalable income, whether you apply it to another business or to your own business. But I'm talking about copywriting here. And you might be wondering what copywriting is. If you're like me and you're in the dark about this, I only discovered copywriting a few months ago. But copywriting essentially is just any kind of words that are intended to persuade someone of something. So it could be a YouTube script, it could be a marketing email, it could be a sales page, it could be a caption on Instagram, it could be a YouTube video script. There's a lot of different ways to do this, and it's not always leading to a sale. Sometimes it's leading to exposure. But the point is it's intended to convince someone of something. And now think about it. Think about all the things that use words. It's 99.9% of content and sales and web pages and just any kind of advertising involves words. So if you are someone that learns how to construct words that convince people to make a purchase or to like a post or whatever that creator wants or that business owner wants, if you can construct the words that make them want to do that, you have a skill that will make you a ton of money. You have a skill that will make you incredibly valuable. That is the skill of copywriting. It's persuasive language, whether written, well, it's always written in some form, because even if you're making it for YouTube, you're writing a script for them to say, but either written or spoken. And that skill is so easy to learn. It's just a matter of reps. So what do I mean by that? Because there's a lot of copywriting gurus that'll tell you,
oh, read a bunch of copy and then just write it.
And that's great. That's what I'm going to say. But let's break it down a little bit more so you can actually take that and take action on it. So when you see an email come through your inbox and you're like, wow, that's actually something that's standing out to me, and you read it and it's a good email, save it. Now, you want to have a folder of emails that are actually convincing and actually good that you can then go through and write them word for word, literally word for word. So take the email, write it word for word, and just get in the head of the writer. Then you want to take that email you just wrote word for word and rewrite it better. Try and tweak some things that maybe you noticed on the first draft. Find some places that you think the language could be more compelling, or if there's stuff that's unnecessary, delete it. Rewrite it better. Now, step number 3, take that email that you just rewrote better and write it in half the words. So write it half the length, make it short. And that's not because shorter copy is better. That's because it makes you really think through every single word that's on that page and be like, does this deserve its spot on the page? Every single sentence should pack a punch. Every single sentence should really be necessary to that piece of copy. And by writing it shorter, you eliminate anything that doesn't need to be there. And then it can allow you to really construct copy that's way more compelling. And like starting with email copy, I think is just the best because it really converts to everything else. If you learn email copy really good, you can easily take that same skill and apply it to a sales page, apply it to a caption, apply it to YouTube scripts. But whatever it is that you're trying to write, just study the people that are doing it best. So study people that have really, really good copy that are converting. And if you need a place to go and find copy like that besides your own inbox, which you should be signing up for people's email lists so you get these things. But like one place I go is swipe.co. It's just a collection of really good copy dating like all the way back into, I think it's like the 1950s. But they post a lot of different kinds of copy, and you can literally just take it and you can read their notes on it. They put like all these annotations so you can read the feedback of good copywriters on it. And that's incredibly valuable. But ultimately you're going to improve your copy doing two things: reading it and writing it. And so I just broke down how I recommend writing it, and then I don't know, maybe I'll make another video about how I got my first clients, but basically I was able to make my first $2,000 within 45 days of even learning what copywriting was. And I didn't have to do any cold outreach. I have not had to do any cold outreach, period. I've been able to quit my job and travel the country because of copywriting, and I've not had to do like thousands of cold DMs. Nothing against that. There's a right and a wrong way to do cold outreach for sure, but I just haven't had to do that, and I don't personally really want to. So maybe at some point I will, but I don't see that in the future. So if you guys want to learn more about that, let me know in the comments. I can make another video. If you have any questions about what I shared here, let me know. But I just highly, highly, highly recommend learning the skill of copywriting, because whether you apply it to your own business or you just, use it to get better at writing and speaking in general, that's valuable. Or you use it to become a freelancer and make money on the side that, allows you to quit your job and go do whatever the heck you want to do. It is so valuable, and it's so quick to learn it if you're serious and you're somebody that's actually, really just like applying themselves and writing every single day. It shouldn't take you longer than a few weeks to get really good at this. And it's not hard to market because the proportion, like I said, there's so many businesses that need copywriters compared to the amount of good copywriters out there. So it's really easy to set yourself apart. And I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you guys want anything else in the comments.